everyone, today I just want to do a quick video for you on meal frequency and meal timing. Does it matter in regards to whether you're trying to lose weight or trying to gain weight? I'm not sure how many of you will be familiar with Eric Helms and his Nutritional Pyramid, but if not, I will leave a link to that down below. And he has developed this pyramid which shows you the stages of importance of setting up your diet. Basically, meal frequency and meal time is second from the top, so that means you need to get everything else in place before you need to worry about meal timing and meal frequency. So there are three parts to this question. Number one we're going to talk about is how often you eat, how many meals a day should you be having. Second one we're going to talk about is peri-workout nutrition, which basically means eating in and around your workout, so before, during and after. And the third thing that we're going to touch on is refeeds and calorie timing, basically. So just throughout your diet, throughout the week, throughout the day, etc. So first up is how many meals should you be having per day. So there's been quite a lot of research done, varying from whether you should be having 1 meal a day right up to 14. There's not actually been that much in the middle, the 3 to 6 range, which is kind of where the majority of people would be sitting. My personal opinion on this is that it depends. So it depends how often you can eat according to your schedule. The main recommendation really is 3 to 5-ish per day, and that is for when you're cutting and also when you are bulking. It's a good starting point. If you are somebody who is trying to lose a little bit of weight, then your satiety and hunger levels are going to be really, really important. So eating maybe just 1 or 2 meals a day, you're just going to be hungry for the majority of the day. So I would normally say try and stick to maybe 3 or 4, up to 5 if you can fit it into your schedule, and that will just keep your hunger ticking over throughout the day. If you're bulking or trying to put on weight, it might mean that you need to eat more times a day just to try and get the number of calories in throughout the day. What else is there? Regards to breakfast, is breakfast the most important meal of the day? We've been told it for years and years and years, and in my opinion, no, it's not the most important meal of the day. If you like breakfast and you need it to function, brilliant, have it. If you don't, you don't need to have it. Just wait until a little bit later in the day. Push your calories back later in the day. Almost do a form of intermittent fasting, where you'll just basically you go for a period of time without eating, and you just have a shorter window where you do eat your calories. Second thing we're going to talk about is peri-workout nutrition. So that is, what should you eat before going to the gym, what should you eat after the gym, should you be consuming anything during your workout. In regards to nutrient timing, there is all those bros that you see that as soon as their workout finishes, they go downstairs and they grab a protein shake to stop their muscles wasting away. That's not the case. You've probably got up to about 1 to 2 hours post-workout to try and get in some form of protein, some form of carbohydrates, just to restore your glycogen levels. The majority of people watching this will not be depleting their glycogen levels during a 1 hour, 1.5 hour gym session, so it's not highly important that they need to replenish their stores straight away. If that flip reverse of that, if you train on the morning and maybe you're going back later on in the evening to do another workout session, it might be a little bit more important to get those carbohydrates in after you, just to make sure your glycogen levels are topped up and you're able to hit your second workout session of the day really, really well later on. In terms of pre-workout, again, that will kind of depend on you. There is not that much studies out there at the moment, but some people find that they need some form of food in their stomach before they go and work out, because otherwise they might feel a little bit faint, a little bit dizzy. Whereas some people can function optimally without eating, without having anything. I know I'm one of those people. It doesn't bother me whatsoever if I have anything to eat before I go to the gym or not. If you're doing maybe a really high intensity workout, maybe 2 hours plus, you might want some form of carbohydrates in you, a little bit of protein. But again, don't have that too close to your workout, because it's just going to affect your GI and your digestion and stuff, and you're probably just going to feel sick during your workout, if we're honest with you. You will see so many people in the gym, and I know there are so many people here who come upstairs and they're sipping on Lucozade because they think they need it for energy. Chances are, unless you're doing a 2-hour high intensity workout where you're depleting all of your glycogen levels, you are not going to need a Lucozade in the gym. your pre-workout like meal or what you've consumed during the day, even the night before, will all contribute to your energy during your gym session. So all that Lucozade is doing is just topping it up. You do not need it for energy. It's more of probably like a placebo effect, if anything. Like your standard water, sugar-free squash should normally be absolutely fine. But again, I'm saying this all, it really depends on you. If you do feel like you need to eat something or have something before to have a good workout, then yeah, go for it. I'm just putting all this out in relation to the studies that are out there, my personal opinion, and it's kind of all depending on your goals. So whether you're trying to lose a little bit of weight, whether you're trying to gain a little bit of weight, then that's what it comes down to, really. We're going to number 3, which is like refeeds and your like overall distribution of calories throughout like the day, the week, etc. A lot of people find that they're really good Monday to Friday, and then it all falls apart on the weekend. So all that means is that you can just structure your diet a little bit differently. So if, for example, you should be, I can't think of the maths off the top of my head, but basically if to lose weight you need to be having 2,000 calories a day, it might just mean that you have a little bit less Monday to Friday. So you might be having like 1,800 calories Monday to Friday, but then that means at a weekend you've got that extra 1,000 calories to play with. So you could have 2,500 on Saturday and Sunday. Is that right? No, 2,250 on Saturday and Sunday, or 2,000, 2,500, whatever. So basically you just distribute them out evenly throughout the week. That is just going to help with like sticking to the diet, as opposed to you just thinking, oh, I've just gone completely off track, it's fine, I just binge at the weekend. So it's just a form of like adherence, that's all it is. If you are trying to lose weight over a long period of time, say like 2 to 3 months, it might be worth incorporating some refeed days or a diet break. This will also depend on your goals, whether you've got like a time that you need to like reach your goals by. But the majority of people watching this, you're probably not going to be competing, you're probably just going to be like me and you, just living your life. So it might be worth, if you have been dieting for a long time, you have been eating really low calories, low carb, etc., it might be worth just putting in an actual structured refeed day or a refeed weekend where you intentionally bump those calories up. Normally the recommendation is, and I know Eric Helms says, is about 500, so just increase your calories by 500, cut your cardio in half, basically try and eat as much as you can, do as little as you can without putting on that weight that you don't really want to. You probably will gain a little bit of weight, but chances are once you restart that diet, restart that cut, it will all come off again. Diet breaks are also really good for the mind. It will just help you like give your mind a little bit of a break from maybe even just like constantly thinking about food. I know personally when I'm on a diet and I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, food is all I can think about. So sometimes it's just good to give yourself that little bit of a break just from not thinking about it. It will also help upregulate some of your hormones that may have been deregulated during the cut. So maybe, yeah, so just make your body function that little bit better. So it might just give your body that ramp, that kickstart to start losing fat again. It's almost like you can be losing fat, you might plateau, increase calories, and then that might lead to you going down a little bit further. I've tried to explain this as best I can in like layman's terms, tried to simplify it down for you, but I will leave some links to Eric Helms' actual work, some actual studies that you can go away and do a little bit of research for yourself. But hopefully you will have taken something away from this video. If anything, the only thing you can take away is that it depends. There's no right, there's no wrong answer. It all just really depends on you, what your goals are, how you structure your like daily life, etc. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you found it a little bit useful. And if there's any other questions that you want to know or you want my like 2 cents on, let me know in the comments down below. Send me a message, whatever. Give it a thumbs up. And hit that subscribe button, I'll put it up here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.